for all things basketball. Today, we're diving into the tale of two Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki and LUKA Doncic. These two European basketball phenoms arrived in Dallas with a bang, lighting up the NBA with their unique skills and personalities. Both played for the same team, both with success, but only one with a title. What can we learn from their journey, and what lies ahead for LUKA and the Mavericks? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us as we explore the fascinating similarities and connections between Dirk Nowitzki and LUKA Doncic. We'll also examine what Dirk's legacy means for LUKA's future with the Mavericks and take a look at LUKA's chances of leading the Mavericks to another title. This is a journey you won't want to miss, so let's dive in. Dirk and LUKA have more in common than just their European roots. Both of these basketball prodigies began playing against professional competition at a very young age. And it's not just any competition, we're talking about European ball, where the game is rough, the rims are tight, and the fans are passionate. LUKA made a name for himself by dominating the EuroLeague, winning MVP awards, and leading his team to a championship. Dirk, on the other hand, had to prove himself in Germany's second division, where the competition was tough and the travel was grueling. Charles Barkley has a great story about playing against a young Dirk in Germany. He recalls seeing this tall, gangly kid out there who was dominating their team. At halftime, Dirk had already racked up an impressive 27 or 28 points. Barkley said, "So he's killing us." Then Scottie Pippen says, I got this. I'm going to go lock this down in the second half." So Dirk finishes with like 52, and I said, "Scottie, who is this guy right here?" He said, "Dude, we don't know who this guy is." Barkley approached Dirk after the game and, in a humorous way, asked him how old he was. Dirk responded that he was only 18. Then Barkley asked, "You going to college?" "And I got to go into the army," he said. Barkley, who was impressed with Dirk's height, responded, "You're not going into the army, you're 7 feet tall. You can't hide behind no hill at 7 feet tall." Dirk must have been surprised by Charles's response, and he probably couldn't help but chuckle. Maybe Dirk's height could have come in handy for some kind of specialized mission. But in any case, we are just glad that Dirk chose to play basketball and join the NBA. Well, it was a good story, but now let's move on from the past and get back to Dirk and LUKA. First of all, let's be honest. These two guys weren't exactly the most hype prospects of all time. When Dirk was drafted in '98, some reporters even misspelled his name during the draft. Apparently, Dirk was a tough name to remember back then. But Dirk had the last laugh, becoming one of the greatest players to ever do it in NBA history. And LUKA, well, sure, he was destroying the EuroLeague and winning championships with Real Madrid, but some NBA experts were skeptical about his abilities. They would say things like, "Sure, he's dominating Europe, but can he do it against the big boys of the NBA? I mean, it's not like Real Madrid has any experience playing against high-level competition or anything like that, right?" In all seriousness, though, LUKA's success in Europe was no fluke. He was tearing it up for Real Madrid, and his performances in the EuroLeague had NBA scouts drooling. Some experts even compared him to a young LeBron James. Of course, it's always tough to predict how a player will translate to the NBA, but LUKA has certainly made a seamless transition so far. When it comes to their playing styles, Dirk and LUKA have two different styles. Dirk was known for his signature one-legged fadeaway shot that made him almost unguardable. And LUKA is known for his all-around game, passing like a wizard and handling the ball like it's made of gold on a string. He may not be the fastest player on the court, but LUKA's ability to control the game and create his own tempo is a sight to behold. He makes his opponents look slow because they can't keep up with his rhythm. There's no doubt that Dirk and LUKA's shared success and talent on the court is undeniable. However, there's a crucial difference between them that the Mavericks fans can't help but obsess over. Dirk has a championship ring, while LUKA still doesn't. But let's be real here. Dirk's championship run was something special. It was like watching a masterclass in basketball greatness. The Mavericks were massive underdogs going into the playoffs that year, but with Dirk leading the charge, they pulled off one of the most impressive championship runs in NBA history. Every game, Dirk would step up and make one clutch shot after another, seemingly defying the laws of physics with his patented one-leg fall-away jumper. It was like he was playing a different game than everybody else. But while it's always fun to look back and reminisce, it's even more exciting to think about the potential future of LUKA and the Mavericks. Dallas had long been hoping to strike gold with LUKA Doncic and turn him into a one-man wrecking crew that would power the team to a championship. It was a great plan, at least on paper. LUKA would just need to score every single point, grab every rebound, and play lockdown defense for 48 minutes a game on 5 guys, and they'd be unstoppable. Easy enough, right?
I'm tired as hell.
Well, as it turns out, even the great Luka Doncic needs some help from time to time. And the Mavericks finally came to terms with this reality when they made a shocking move before the trade deadline, bringing in Kyrie Irving and Markieff Morris from the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for a package of players and picks. One of the biggest trades in Mavericks history since acquiring Tyson Chandler, who assisted Dirk with bringing Dallas a championship in 2011. It was clear signal that Dallas is serious about winning, and adding Kyrie alongside to play with Luka is a tantalizing prospect. Of course, this means that the team has given up on their previous plan of having Luka carry the team on his own. But hey, it was a good run while it lasted. Now, some people might be worried about adding Irving to the mix. He's had his fair share of controversies in the past, with his flat earth theories and his general disdain for the media and vaccines. But let's be real here, the man can ball. From a basketball standpoint, the trade is a no-brainer. Irving is a generational talent with incredible ball handling skills, elite shooting, and a championship pedigree. He's a real superstar, and pairing him with Luka is an eye-catching prospect. But now let's focus on the most important question. What does Kyrie's arrival mean for Luka Doncic? Will Kyrie overshadow him, steal his thunder, or worse, take all the good snacks? Well, worry not, my friend, because Kyrie's arrival is actually great news for Luka. Having Kyrie as his second elite offensive player takes the pressure off of Luka. No longer will he be the only option for the team on offense. Now, he has a partner in crime, someone to share the load with, someone to help carry the team to greatness. Kyrie's presence should allow Luka to rest more and should make it easier for him to get shots up in late game situations, especially considering his efficiency has dropped in the last quarters this season. So in conclusion, Kyrie's arrival is a win-win for both the Mavericks and Luka. With good chemistry, this team can achieve great things and bring home another championship to Dallas. And who knows, maybe we'll see a surprise from Dallas this season with a chance to recreate the magic of their 2011 championship. What do you think? Do you think the Mavericks have what it takes to win a championship this season? Hop into the comment sections and let us know what you think. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Hoopla for more NBA videos and hit that like button if you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.